It's the Ticket Plug. We've been running an online ticket business for over a decade, and now we've created an easy way for you to do the same thing through our private ticket resale community. Joining our community will give you a way to flip your bread and generate profit income consistently. We provide you with all the tools, training, and resources needed to start your life-changing online ticket business. Zero experience needed. To join our ticket resale community, go to thetickettrap.com. Again, go to thetickettrap.com. That's thetickettrap.com.
Abyss, what's happening?
Hey, I'm actually surprised I got in here.
Why are you surprised, bro?
Well, it's 1,002 people watching. Not sure how many people requested, and
Okay.
this is kind of my first time speaking to you. I've been following your page for a little bit, and I just wanted to ask. Now, I'm not in complete opposition of everything you're saying, but I do find a couple of talking points interesting, and
Like
that's
what?
with uh just Kamala Harris and her ethnicity, right? I
Yes.
mean, I understand it's very important that, we have leaders that, claim to be FBA or black, or I should rephrase that. We want to see, as Americans, as black Americans, we want to see our black leaders have some FBA lineage, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
with Kamala Harris in particular, I mean, she was born here, otherwise she wouldn't be eligible to run for president, right? So she has had what we would consider the black experience. Although, no, she
No.
did not descend from people.
No.
You don't think
What
so?
black experience? Oh no. What black experience did she have other than going to an HBCU?
Well, I'm not completely sure. I haven't dug up on her life, but I
Then
guarantee
why did
you.
you say that, sir? Then you said it. You're the one who said it.
Well, I
So
mean, I don't. I mean, when have you ever asked a black person, "Hey, what's your black experience?" Like, you don't. There's not a checklist that they have. They have experiences. They go to sleepovers and they realize everybody's white, or they realize that they can't swim in the pool the same as everybody else. Now, Kamala's hair might be different from everyone because like she's half Indian or whatever, but like I don't think any of that really matters because at the end of the
oh, it matters.
day, her skin is fair just like ours. And
No,
people,
Lord, no,
go
Lord,
ahead.
no. Yeah, we're not doing the whole everybody with melanin, we all the same, because no, you got Myron Gaines out there who's darker
Where
than
you
me.
from?
Uh,
I'm from Atlanta.
okay, hold
I'm
on,
talking about
Jasper. We're
the
gonna get
host.
you. Sis.
About the host.
Okay.
Who are you again? Because I don't know you. Who are you?
That's who is she talking to me?
I'm talking about the host.
Yes. She's,
No, I ain't talking to him. I'm talking about the host. This is my second time being
oh,
on
me?
here. You be all rude to everybody. Don't let them say their
Oh,
opinion. But we listen to you
oh,
talk. So who are you?
well, Jessica, you hear me talking to this other gentleman,
Okay, but
right?
my name ain't Jessica.
Okay.
But
Well,
just because somebody black, don't mean they got to vote for her because she's black. That's what you
I know
think.
that.
It's everybody' opinion who they want to vote for. So I think you wrong for that. Point blank, period.
I, you think I'm wrong for
Yeah, I
what?
would agree.
Because
My
you
point
saying
was
because
just,
she black, so the black
uh,
people won't vote for her because she black.
I don't agree with
That's
that,
what the fuck
Jerry.
you said. And the only
Okay,
reason
now
why I'm cussing is because you be cussing.
hold on. Hold on now, slow down. You're gonna watch that little potty mouth now. Okay, let's do that. First of all, no. This ain't the Section 8 office. Okay, let's do that. Let's calm that down. Okay, hold on. Let me deal with you for a minute. You're not gonna do that. Okay. You are not about to get an EBT card right now. So you're not gonna call up here just talking any kind of way, Jerica. All right. You're gonna have to articulate yourself. And you're gonna have some decorum, okay? Now go ahead, Jerica. Now what's your whole thing? I don't even know what you're babbling about, ma'am. Unmute your microphone.
Okay, but see, we got to listen to you. I listened to you yesterday. I was at work on my break. I listened to you talk about something, and you was cussing people out. You just told that man he called you
No,
boo.
no, I was.
But
I don't
it's
curse
cool
people.
for you to
No, I
cuss somebody out.
don't. No, I don't. No, slow, ma'am. Slow that little Section 8 mouth down. I wasn't cursing nobody out because I don't do that. I don't curse people out. I wasn't cursing anybody out. So what are you talking about, ma'am? You're just saying stuff, Jerica. What are you talking about? Unmute your microphone, ma'am. Jerica, unmute your microphone. Are you still babbling? She's probably still talking. There you
No. You keep on putting me on mute or
Okay.
something. But listen, you talking about your Section 8
Right.
ass and shit. I ain't never been no Section
Right.
8. You here? Is you black or something? Or are you just down in all black people because you got a little bit of money or something? I don't understand that. You just could say it out Section 8 ass. My Section 8 ass. You're wrong for
Yeah,
that.
because
I
you
ain't about to
sound
listen to your bullshit.
because you sound unarticulate and hood radish, man. That's what I'm saying. You sound very hood radish. Okay, and that's why I'm saying that, man. And I still haven't understood the gist of what you're even babbling about. You're not very good at articulating yourself, man. You're just babbling and saying stuff. And you said that people shouldn't vote for folks just because they're black. I actually agree with you. And you're babbling so much you don't understand that I agree with you on that.
You just
So
call me a hood rat because of the
yes,
way I talk.
a hood rat. Yes,
A
that's
hood rat.
yes.
May
And
God bless you, because
you
you
know,
ain't nothing but the devil. You talk highly about shit, but you ain't nothing but the devil, honey. You to call
ma'am,
me Section 8 hoe or hood
ma'am,
rat.
ma'am, I'm looking at your pictures. The devil is the person who sold you that clip-on ponytail. That's the devil. Okay. You're too old for baby hair and
Ooh, I ain't never wear no clip on ponytail. That's African.
sweetie, you're too old for baby hair and a clip-on ponytail. You look like a
You
former
got the wrong person, baby. I pay $200 for my hair, African braided.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't
ma'am,
wear ponytails. I want wigs or nothing. But if I do, why is you judging somebody else? There you
um,
go with the judging shit. You want
because,
Section 8, clip on ponytail. Your mom probably had clip on ponytail when she
oh,
had you. Your
ma'am,
sister probably got a clip on ponytail, but you ain't talking shit about her?
but I'm looking at you.
Man,
I'm looking
uh, uh,
ma'am, I'm
I bet
looking at
you $1 million ain't
ma'am,
shit.
ma'am,
Ain't no wig, ain't
ma'am,
no ponytail that's clipped.
ma'am, you're very big backed. All right. You're very big backed and you got contact lenses and you got a very strong face. You look like a light skinned Lou Rawls in the
Oh,
face.
Jesus Christ, I got hazel eyes, baby. On Jesus
Man,
Christ. On my
man,
Jesus Christ, baby.
man, you got contact lenses. You got on contact lenses and struggle edges, ma'am. All right. The struggle is real,
There you
beloved.
go, judging
I'm
somebody.
not judging, ma'am, but
I
your edges look like chocolate Dippin' Dots, ma'am. I have to say something, ma'am. There has to be an intervention here. We have to do something about this, ma'am. This
listen here. I'm not about to argue with you. On Jesus
ma'am,
Christ, my eyes is hazel.
you some game, and you got your boobs all in the camera, ma'am. Boobs and belly don't go together, ma'am.
Your
Okay,
mama probably had it. Your
no,
daughter.
no, ma'am, you trying to get somebody to lift that stomach up and go up in that nasty vajayjay, and that's why you're upset. No, you're not taking any offers, ma'am.
There you go, judging
I'm
somebody.
not judging, beloved, but your energy is very hostile for somebody who's strong in the face, ma'am. Your face is too strong for this hostile energy. You need to be humble, ma'am. You need to be cooking a nigga
Yeah,
something.
I just got done cooking.
Go find somebody to cook something for instead of eating all the food and being hostile. You're not cute enough for hostility, ma'am.
Your mama.
No,
How about that?
ma'am, you need humbleness in your life. Okay? Not with that strong face, beloved. Okay,
Your
that's all.
mama. How about that? You keep
No,
on
no, no.
muting me. You keep on muting me though. Every time I say something.
No, but
So you
no,
said my eyes is fake.
this
I get
is
it from my mom and my
this,
dad.
no, you
I
got
get it from
that
my mom and dad. My hazel eyes, baby. On
no,
Jesus.
you got that from lens crafters, ma'am, and that really didn't help you and that strong face. You dig? The hazel eyes, you look like a saber-toothed hood rat. It just makes you look more ugly and exotic. Okay, and that's not a good thing, beloved. So I'm trying to have an intervention here. You need to have the right disposition for your facial structure. You just don't have the right
Your mama.
disposition. No,
You
no,
keep
no.
on muting me though, but I came out the
I'm
pussy with some
trying,
eyes,
ma'am.
baby. Came out the pussy with hazel eyes, baby.
No, 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 no,
So,
no.
but you hear you discussing about the truth or whatever and all that. You
Okay.
don't even know the truth. You judging people. You
What's
judging
the
people
truth? What's
of looking
the truth?
on the outside, baby. I bet you $2 million. My hair long as hell. I ain't never wore no motherfucking wig or no fake ass ponytail. That's
Okay,
clipped in.
ma'am,
Now
ma'am,
because you looking at some shit, I don't know, but I don't give a fuck.
ma'am,
I don't
ma'am.
give a fuck what you saying. Ain't shit on my body fake as fuck.
I know
Ain't nothing.
because
My
you
eyes
got
is hands. I can.
ma'am, and you got one of them weird bills. I'm looking at more of your pictures. You got a big stomach and no ass, and that's why you're probably hostile.
My
You
ass
have
is big, and it's
no,
not fake.
No,
It's
ass
big
is,
enough for me. It's good enough for me. I don't buy no fake ass or titties. It's good enough
ma'am,
for me. But you said
ma'am, your ass look like Gru from
there you go,
Despicable Me.
judging a female, judging some.
Yes, ma'am, your ass is very funny looking. You got ass like a minion. Your ass is horrible. You very bad built, ma'am. You're hostile and bad built, ma'am. You're built like a weeble wobble. You're built like a musty Teletubby. What's wrong with you, ma'am? You got to get it together, beloved. You can't be this hostile with that bad build.
Well, the niggas like it. Famous rappers like it. So
Yeah, yes, niggas in jail who need somebody to bring care packages to them. Yes, you look like the kind of chick who helps smuggle drugs into prisons. Yes, you're a drug mule or something. Yeah, they always
but I
get them.
probably did. I probably did.
Yes, they get bad built broads like you to snuggle in drugs in that bad body because it already looks like you got a kilo of cocaine in your stomach. So yes, it can just slip on through the
You talking about
cracks.
cocaine. Bitch, you look like you do cocaine. How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah, you can
How about
smuggle drugs
that? How
under
about that? How
to
about
them
that?
to
How
that
about
big
that?
back. you can you can hide all types of narcotics in there, beloved. Anyway, Jericho, what city are you in? You're in Atlanta, by the way, dear.
No. I don't even
Okay,
know who you is. I should have never got on here, but I'll be listening to the way you
it's okay.
talking to people.
Why did you get
Like,
in? If you didn't know, how did wait?
but
How do you?
you
Why are
don't
you
want nobody
even
talking
in
to your
here?
mama like
If
that. You don't want
ma'am, why are you in here? You don't know who I am. You clearly know who I am. I don't follow you. I don't like following weird, strong faced people with bad bills. So you follow me, ma'am. You're in my space. So how do you not know who I am, beloved?
no, I don't know who you is.
Yes,
No.
well,
You
ma'am, I
probably,
know
I
who you
probably
are.
follow somebody and somebody
I,
follow you and I follow you or
I
something. I
know who
don't
you
fucking
are.
know.
I know who you
No,
are.
you don't. You don't know shit about.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. Everybody knows the Muffin Man who lives on Hood Rat Lane. So yes, you're the Muffin Man. That's how you built like a
You sit
big
here and
ass,
talk. You talk
like a
about
big,
people like that's
like
not.
a big ass bran muffin with feet. That's what you're built like. So you're the Muffin Man. So we all know the Muffin Man. Anyway, anyway, Jerica. Oh, she left. Okay, all right. Oh, let me get Major back in here. Yeah, with that horrible shape, talking crap. Major, what's up, brother?
Man, that's Jerica, Janae, Bims. We work quick over here.
Okay.
Section 8 Shawty, welfare queen who sells hot struggle plates, right? Uh, she sells she she sells Tariq. She
Yeah.
sells hot struggle plates, marked up the price in a house that smelled like wet pit bulls and backwoods. But look, got the audacity to overcharge you for a plate. Talking about some this homemade.
Good Lord. The struggle is real. My
Man, hold on, I'm gonna tell you this. So I did a little recon, right?
yeah.
Found out that's one of Lil Ply's busted babies. So
Uh-oh.
she retweets a lot of Ply stuff, and she's always in his timeline. See, we work quick over here. You got to
Yeah.
be more strategic and quick witty with this stuff. But yeah, she's one of Ply's friends, and so I believe Ply's probably sent her over here,
Yeah.
just like oh boy, Luke Campbell sent them other people after you too.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah.
So that's what
My,
that is.
good looking out on that. Yeah, I was wondering where this weird chick comes from. Okay. All right. Jerica, did Ply send you over? Let me finish talking to my brother, the Abyss. Go ahead, Abyss.
Yeah, Jerica's gone. Sorry, the Abyss thing's a little like gamer thing. Like, I'm not a heavy
Oh,
gamer, but I also don't want this page associated with my real life.
of
Um,
course.
so that's just a nickname. But yeah, I was just talking about Kamala and her lineage and what that has to do with our FBA population and the interests of Black Americans. Now, I know we don't vote as a monolith, and I believe we would have more power if we did. However, I don't want to take away from the individuality of everyone, including people like yourself, who
Right.
typically aren't, uh, you know, you don't typically fall in the stereotype of a Black Democrat or what have you.
Right. Right.
Um, yeah, totally lost myself in all of that jargon. I honestly don't even know where to start, but I do want to ask you one question.
Go ahead, brother.
Do
Go ahead.
you think Trump has an honest chance of winning this election?
Oh yeah,
Yes or no?
he does. Oh yes, he does.
Really?
He absolutely does. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He has a
What
chance of
makes you
winning
say that?
because Trump.
Yes, yes. Obviously, it's 50-50.
Yeah, yeah. Because
But I believe
most.
and I
Go ahead.
believe not. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off. My bad. I'm just going to get this out. Historically, elections have been won by people that raise the most money in modern elections. That is, not
Hmm.
some war, some general. Especially George Washington, Ulysses S. Grant, Eisenhower. Those folks. Um, I don't think Trump has raised the most money, and the amount of time that Kamala raised just as much money as Trump has right now for his campaign in particular was raised in a matter of less than a week, at that 72 hours. And I just don't think, cuz I'm not one to, say I'm completely on one side. I would consider myself an independent,
Right.
and I don't think Trump has the ability to win over independents anymore. But I'm gonna let you talk.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the corporate sector, they're the ones giving Kamala a lot of money. They have a vested interest in Kamala and the Democrats winning because there's a lot of things from the corporate structure and the liberal Hollywood structure. They're giving a lot of money on that end. So it's coming from the top, a lot of that money. It's not on the
Oh yeah,
grassroots.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So let's be very clear. And Trump has been very critical of some of the corporate people and especially the liberal media. He's been very critical of them. But Trump does have a lot of on the ground support. He has a very strong base. And if Trump can peel off some of the black votes, just a very small fraction, that will swing this thing for real, for real. And the thing is with Kamala, they can only hide her for so long. They're going to try to hide her as much as they can because they know she doesn't talking and speaking about issues. That's not her strong point, you see.
No,
So
no, she definitely, you like you were saying, you can't dig up a personality on her. I think you can dig up a personality, but you were saying, which I agree with, you can't really understand her exact stance on a couple of issues, right?
right,
And I know.
she
Mhm.
doesn't stand on anything. She just babbles, and they know that's a weak point. So the only thing that the media has done and the Democrats have done is just attack Trump, just like at the DNC. Everything was
Mhm.
about attacking Trump to get the focus off her and her lack of personality. So I don't know if they can keep that charade up for so long. And if Trump really does some real grassroots stuff and holler at some of the black voters and really get a significant number of the black vote, that's going to be a problem for the Democrats. That's why they're upset with me for even putting an olive branch out for the Democrats and the Republicans to bring Kamala over here, to bring Trump over here, to have a sit down with me so that we can talk about what can be done for the black community. Because they know if Trump sits down with me, that might be a problem for the Democrats because that will win, possibly, that would win over a lot of black voters. So,
Yeah, I think a personal conversation with you, like he has been doing with a couple of other celebrities, would be really cool because I think he definitely dropped the ball at the NABJ. I think
yeah, yeah.
I
The,
yeah,
they were working like Democratic shills. Yeah, so that was kind of an
yeah.
annual thing, and it was really in bad faith. And I don't really like how that went down because that's not real journalism. If you're a journalist, you don't shill for a particular um, party. That's not what you do. You see, you got to be
Well, I
objective.
don't think they were doing exactly that. I think they were just coming at him how anybody that is is a critic and is critical about the things that our politicians do. Now, I will
No,
agree if Kamala was sitting there, if I
but
will
no, no.
agree if Kamala was sitting there, I don't think they would have done the same thing.
Right, right, right. Let's be. They were attacking. They wouldn't have done that to Kamala. They, whenever they get around Kamala, they give her softball questions like, "What's it like? What do you and Doug like to eat?" It's real softballish. They were attacking Trump. They were attacking him. And even Steve Harvey, when he was interviewing Kamala, he was saying, I ain't gonna be asking her tough questions. I'm gonna throw you a lob so you can alley hoop." So they're all acting as shields for the Democratic Party. So it is what it is. Let me get my sister Brooke in the building. Sister Brooke, what's up, beloved?
Hello, good night. How are you?
How are you, sis?
I'm good. Thanks so much for asking. I just have a couple of points.
Yes.
Oh, before I forget though, before I get to my points, there's a reparations meeting. What is it exactly called? New York State County Community Commission on Reparations Remedies public meeting tomorrow at 1:30 in Albany.
Oh,
I
cool.
don't know how to post things in on the jumbotron, so I don't know how to do that.
Okay. It's all
But
right.
I'll post the link on my Twitter. But my points.
Yes.
Um, I wanted to say that the first thing is when he was talking about didn't Kamala have the black experience? Number one, if you can flip flop your races, that's not the black experience in America. We
Right.
cannot change races. We can't be one race on Monday and another race on Tuesday and
Right.
another race on Wednesday. That's not the black experience. So that alone would, discount her experience from being the same as ours.
Yes, indeed.
I also wanted to make a point that I mentioned this before about the Democrats basically have a history of faking donors. We have to remember that when Donna Brazil was the head of the DNC, they were broke. They were bankrupt. The DNC
Mm,
was bankrupt, and it was Black Lives Matter who saved them because they were funneling the donations from Black Lives Matter during the George Floyd protests to the Democratic Party. Like I said, in New York, we see what our Democratic mayor has been doing and what have revealed on him, how they were faking donors. Big, it would come from one huge donor, and then they would take all their employees and force them to be donors as well, like
wow.
giving them money and things like that. And then one more point is when you were talking about softball questions, child.
Mm,
She tried to have a sit down with Angela Rye. Now you know Angela Rye is on her side, right?
yeah.
And Angela Rye asked her who was her favorite rapper alive, and she said Tupac again.
Oh,
And Angela Rye was like, "Somebody alive, like girl, like." And Angela Rye was like, "This is not even a hard question." And she said, "Angela, move on,
wow.
move on." She
Wow.
couldn't even do that right. So yeah, they're gonna keep trying to hide her because she can't. She can't even take the lob.
Oh, yeah. 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 I mean, this woman does not have no black experience. There's no black experience with this woman because she ain't from our culture. That's just the bottom line. That's the bottom line. All right, let's get Mookum X. Mookum, a lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. We got damn near 1,400 people in this lovely space in the middle of the night. Mookum X. What's up, Mookum? All right. All right, let's get Lando or Mookum, and then we'll get Lando. Let's get Lando.
What up, though, Flex? Man, it seemed like it's a full moon tonight with with these callers, dog.
Oh, God, it's they off the chain, man.
I
What's
say at 3 in the morning is wild, but to explain what my man said, he's like, okay, what do we mean by her black experience? So first, when you look her up and understand her history, first you have a mom that is East Indian. So you
right?
don't get that. So number one, she's an immigrant. Next, you have a dad that is a Jamaican. He is an immigrant.
Yep.
Their family moved to Canada. So you're going to school and a good percentage of your life, you went out the country. And if you ever been in Canada, there's a lot of immigrants. You
Yeah.
come back home, and when you decide to get married, you choose a white man.
Hmm.
So, and you can marry whoever you want, but when you look at everything, if you look at all she been around immigrants, her parents are immigrants. When she get in office, if she become president, what type of laws and bills do you expect her to sign? She's
Yeah.
going to be pro-immigration, is going to completely hinder us. And when she was on a Breakfast Club and Charlemagne asked her, "Do you support reparations?" And she clearly told us, no, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people. And the
Hmm.
last thing before I land my plane, so reading her book, right? So she did the audible version of her book. She goes for about 30 minutes straight articulating on how black people has been systematically, hindered in the legal system. She's just like, oh, black people's more likely to get pulled over. Black people more like for 30 minutes straight. So if you're gonna tell us how educated you are on what's going on, because you're in the legal system, so you understand it. But to go on a Breakfast Club and say I'm not going to do anything directly for it, so she should be number one reparation advocate if you think about it. So that's to answer my man
Yes,
question.
yes,
She
indeed.
don't have no black experience.
Real talk. And also what she does, and this is, I found this was despicable what she did. She'll talk about the experience that we've had as foundational Black Americans, and then she'll flip it, just like she did with the Freedmen's Bank, talking about the Freedmen's Bank, talking about how our ancestors were finessed out of their money with the Freedmen's Bank, and then she flipped it into, well, the idea of the Freedmen's Bank was for everybody to have economic freedom and everybody. So today, blacks and Latinos and Asians, we're going to do this for everybody. So she uses our history and our suffering and the things that happened to us that we fought for in our lineage to empower everybody. It becomes a lift all program. And you know those lift all programs, when you lift everybody else up, that means everybody gets to stay on top of us, and we only get the crumbs that trickle down from everybody else eating. That's why those lift all programs, you gotta stop going along with them. Let these people explain what the programs are. And when they start talking about minority, distressed communities, and all of that stuff, that's the trick bag. Number one to you, hop in.
Yes, sir. Thank you for letting me on.
Yes, sir. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. One thing that I've noticed is that FBA spaces and things like that. Yeah, I disagree with a lot of the. Not a lot. Some of the people say and different artifacts they bring up and everything else.
Like what?
Uh, I like CRU. Like he's in the space right now. We've talked about different things, and he sent me some different things, and it's not like I like I said I disagree, but I can't prove him wrong. Please come with facts.
All right, hold on. Let's watch the language, by the way, because we got young people in here. So
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
there we go.
My
Let's
bad.
watch.
My bad. My
Now,
bad.
now you a white guy, by the way?
I guess you could say that. I don't know. My
Okay.
dad looks like Montel Williams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had a
Where,
natural afro, bro.
where's he from?
So supposedly we're Hispanic, but he don't look like any of my family, man. Gene
What,
Skip.
what
So
part of
that
South?
that, that might be Moorish.
Okay, yeah.
That's all I know.
What part of South America are they from?
No, no, not South America. So we're from America, sir.
Okay, but they're Hispanic, so that means they're from somewhere either South America, or Central America, or the Caribbean. Which one?
No, it's Hispanic is from the Iberian Peninsula.
No, that's Spanish. That's just Spanish.
That's
His
Hispanic.
Hispanic is here. Where here are they from?
If you look at history, you'll know that they did whoever they are. They changed the words. Hispanic is Iberian Peninsula. It's Spain.
No. The people I've been to Spain. Nobody there calls themselves Hispanic. They're just
No, they don't. No, they don't because they don't have to.
right. The people over here do. So what part
Yeah,
of the Western Hemisphere is your family from, sir?
the Dixiecrats and all that shit.
No.
Um,
What part of South or Central America is your family from?
neither. We actually came directly to America from
From
Spain.
no,
Yeah, we did.
no.
Yeah,
When did they,
and
when
we
did
are
they, did they
Hispanic.
Spain? Because you don't have people immigrating from Spain over here in large numbers anymore. So
No, not
when did they?
anymore. Not anymore.
So what do you? Okay, when did they
I'm
come
from New
here?
Mexico, bro. If that
You-
helps you out.
are you a Mexican?
No, they hate me.
Your people didn't immigrate here from Spain.
Yeah, they did.
What year?
Uh, Before America was America.
Okay, you just babblings. Okay, you're not gonna sit.
I'm
Here and
babbling.
okay, you're not gonna sit your ass here lying. Okay, this is a Cuban or something. You're not gonna sit here lying now. You're not gonna sit here lying. Okay, because he's just trying to make up his lies as he go along. This is like some kind of Cuban or something, or Colombian. People didn't come over here. They didn't immigrate here from Spain. No, they didn't. They've been here. No, that ain't true. That is not true. You wouldn't be in the United States. It's very rare. The Spanish came, but most of them went in to the Caribbean and Central America and South America. That's where they settled mostly. And over in California and all of that, when it was a Mexican territory, he's capping. All right. All right, Wave. Hop in. Wait, let me get Wave. Hold on. Let me get these people. Yeah, this dude sounds like a Mexican. He just didn't want to admit that or something. All right. Wave, what's going on, man? Wave. Hop on, dude. Okay, he's not saying
Thank you
nothing.
so
Y'all,
much, Mr. Tariq. It's an honor to
there you
speak
go.
with you, sir.
How you doing, Wave? Where you from, Wave?
I'm doing all right. I'm in the
Where
U.S.
you
That's
from?
about as detailed as I'll get. But I'm a white American Republican.
There you go. There you go. What part of Europe is your family from?
Well, I've got on my mom's side, I've got Irish
In
mostly.
German. In
Yeah,
German, right?
and my father's there's some German, yeah, and on my father's side, it's mostly just East European.
Yeah, a lot of white Republicans claim German. I noticed that. But so what's on your mind, Wave?
Well, well, for starters, I do support reparations in some form. I'm not exactly sure which form or how much money that would be or how that would work, but I do support it. I believe that the black community is owed some debt for the past wrongdoings. But I'm
But
curious, what's that?
there's a
Oh,
but there.
well, the but is the one thing I'm trying to understand. I understand what a tether is and how they don't really fall under the FBA umbrella because they kind of migrated from other countries. They weren't actually like direct slaves in the United
Correct.
States, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or direct descendants of slaves. But
Right.
what I'm trying to understand is, do you draw a distinction between um, descendants of white slave owners and black slave owners, or do you feel that
Huh.
reparations are owed to descendants of black slave owners as well? I know it was a very small number, but I'm just wondering if those are included. And thank you so
Oh,
much for allowing me the microphone
great.
and to ask a question, sir.
Okay, and let me tackle those things. Number one, the black slave owners, it was a very small number, and the black slave owners, what they were doing was different from the white slave owners because many black people would buy their relatives out of slavery. So on paper, they were quote unquote slave owners, but they were just buying their family for the most part. Now, you did have a few handful of mixed race people who were colored, who many of those guys had white fathers and they were slave owners and they had non-relatives. It was a very small percentage of those, but for the most part they were buying their family, so it's a different thing. And also the pointing out each individual slave owner, we're not doing that. We're looking at the entire US government because the United States government as a whole was complicit in slavery. We couldn't get out of slavery because of the US government. The US government had the Fugitive Slave Act, where they would go across state lines bringing back black people who escaped bondage. The US government sent in the military in places like Florida to try to retrieve a lot of black people who ran away down there. So the US government was completely complicit and they are the one who were responsible. So that's the answer to that. That makes sense, Wave?
Yeah, that does. I can see what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Now, my last question, if you don't mind, may I ask a second question?
Go ahead, absolutely.
Thank you. I'm wondering if you feel it's worth drawing a distinction. I happen to feel it's very worth drawing a distinction between Caucasians and the Jewish whites, because only because historically, and do you agree with this, that the transatlantic slave trade was largely funded and organized and operated by Jews? Am I mistaken in that? Do you believe that as well?
Why don't we have Jewish last names as Black people, foundational Black Americans, and why do we practice Christianity and not Judaism as foundational Black Americans?
Well, they were the ones kind of funding the trade and running, paying for the ships and kind of profiting from the business, not so much necessarily the ones in the states owning the slaves. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Didn't have a bunch of, how come they didn't have they got the Black Christian church? How come they don't have a bunch of Black synagogues that we were forced to go to? Because we had to go to Black churches and study Christianity and the Bible. Why didn't they force us to read the Torah if there were so many Jewish slave owners?
Yeah, that's a good point. Although again, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of distinguishing between slave owners and slave traders, but I guess the ones trading were usually owning as well. I don't know. I'm kind of imagining the traders as the ones profiting from the business, and the owners are the ones,
All of profited, sir. That's why we don't make a distinction. They
Okay.
Anybody classified as white profit. Well, they were profiting, and the slave owners, whatever religious background or even ethnic background, you had Scottish, Irish, German, Italian, Jewish. All of them who were slave owners were practicing anti-Black racism. So us making a distinction about their different ethnic differences, inconsequential. That's why we don't even bother with it. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, man. That really helps me understand your position a bit better.
Yes.
Yeah. So
All
thank
right.
you for the time.
Thank you. Yeah, that's why we don't. I don't. We don't get into that. That this whole where they're trying to spin it. Well, it was really all the Jewish people. No, they made us read Bibles. These were Christians. These Christian white supremacists. Yeah, there were some Jewish people who were complicit too, but it was the Christian white supremacists. You're not going to just pawn that off. See, people love playing hot potato. And that's another trick you don't fall for, family. That's another trick you don't fall for when people try to play hot potato on racism. Well, it was the Christians. No, it was really the Jews. It was the Republicans. No, it was the Democrats. Just like they did at the DNC. And I keep pointing this out. I pointed this out for the last week. When they paraded the Central Park Five out, the Democrats brought them to the DNC to go in on Trump. They brought them out, and oh, Trump put out that ad, and that caused us to go to jail. And the DNC and the Democrats love pointing out Trump and that Central Park Five ad. Well, he didn't name them, but that ad about the Central Park Five. And the irony is, and I keep pointing this out, it was Democrats who prosecuted those guys. That was a Democrat movement. The Democrats lied on those gentlemen. The Democrats wrongly accused those men and put them in prison unjustly. That was a 100% Democratic thing. And for them to sit up here and try to act like their hands are clean and then point the finger at Trump, who was a damn Democrat at the time, too. He was following the Democrats' lead. They were all complicit in it. They're not going to sit here and play hot potato. And we got to stop letting them play that hot potato game, family. The Democrats are real good at that, doing something racist and then hiding their hand and pointing the finger at somebody else. There's a lot of left-wing anti-Black racists out here. They've been on that. They always try to get us to give props to those white feminists, the Susan B. Anthony's and the Elizabeth Cantons and all of these people. Those women were harsh anti-Black racists. Those women were hardcore racists. A lot of the white LGBT, who they make it seem like they're very liberal. Go watch my movie Buck Breaking. That's one of my most famous movies, talking about the racism from historically from the white LGBT community, going in on their racism, all the racist weird stuff that they've been doing. And they're supposed to be liberal. Hell, Jeffrey Dahmer was a Democrat. He was liberal. Ed Buck was a Democrat donor. And they're bringing dead Black men out of his house every other damn week. And the liberal media were hush hush about that. You see? Uh, we don't play that game. We don't let the Democrats sit up here and just point the finger at everybody else, claiming they're the racists over there, so don't support them because they are the real racists. No, you're just as complicit. When we look at many of these cities where black people are being harmed by race soldiers, these are Democrat cities. When Freddie Gray got harmed, Democrat city. Mike Brown, Democrat city. Trayvon Martin, Democrat city. Hold on one second. Let me re-record the space. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me 1 second. I think I'm good to go. Hold on. All right. There we go. I think we're good. Are we good? There we go. I'm good. All right. Let me get a couple of more calls in here. Y'all raise your hand if you're ready to get on. If you're ready to get on, raise your hand. If you are ready to get on, raise your hand. Let me know if you are in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Let's get Freedom first. There's Freedom first in the building. All right. All right, Freedom, what's up? And where's that bad built chick? Did she leave? Because I looked at more of her pictures. Her body is built worse than I thought.
Hey, hey, what's up, brother Tariq?
What's up, Freedom? How are you, brother?
All right, I just wanted to bring up 2 points, two opinions about why these folks are always trying to make the distinction between the Jews and the white people. I think it got more so to do with like white supremacy versus white nationalism.
Yeah.
Like because any white person could be a white supremacist, but for because of because of the Nazi influence, no Jews can be a white nationalist.
Okay.
So that's my opinion on that. And the whole thing about the people call and we don't have enough votes in the House to do this and do that. I mean, the DNC can make these things like platform issues, like reparations or whatever. And there's nothing stopping them from making like these White House commissions on these issues too. So that don't have anything to do with like seats in the House.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not trying to hear none of their excuses. Every time when it comes to us, boy, my hands are tied. Oh, the House, they didn't approve it. The Assembly was tripping. They get to everybody's just pointing fingers at everybody. But the illegal immigrants come over and the bag is right there. So I'm not, give me the same deal you're giving the illegal immigrants. They didn't have to jump through hoops, and neither should we. That's where it is. Let's stop letting these people play in our faces with this stuff. All right. I'm gonna give one more good call. Where the sisters at? Let me talk to the women. And I'm not talking about the bad bill chick. Where the sisters at? Who got some sense? Yeah, because I looked at more of the bad bill chick's pictures. Oh Lord, they're worse than what I thought. Oh, that shape is a fool. That woman's shape. That woman is she shaped like Bookman from Good Times. That's a horrible shape. And she's wearing those revealing clothes with a shape like that. Ma'am, no, why? You need to get back in here and get this work. You know, wearing spandex biker shorts. Ma'am, no. You built like Andre the Giant. That don't look right. Coming in here talking greasy with a shape like that. I was gonna post some of her pictures on the Jumbotron, but that would have been too cruel. That would have been way too cruel. She looked like a pit bull with a lace front. It's a weird, just weird face and shape. Just weird, man. How your shape get that janky? You need to go steal some Ozempic. I know you can't afford it. Let's go steal some from somewhere. Just run up in there and run out. All right. Anyway, let me let me get I want to get one more good call in here. I see the alchemist in here. Alchemist, you don't really have anything to say, man. And I'm not in the mood for tether babble. You just kind of want to tether babble, and I'm not in the mood for that. You're trying to get some clout. What's up, Yoshi G? I see you down there, beloved. I'm looking down here. I'm shape watching. I'm trying to see if any bad shapes are out here, so we can block them. I don't want no bad shapes calling up. I don't want bad shape energy. Oh goodness. Come on, give me one. I'm trying to get one more good one here. Y'all raise your hand, man. Raise your hand if y'all ready. Um, who's this person? The prosecutor. All right, let's get the prosecutor in here. The prosecutor, hop on. I'm good, sir. How are you, brother?
I'm doing very well. First, I want to thank you for everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you a lot.
Yes, I appreciate it.
On on X, you and I, we've had our back and forth exchange.
We did.
Yeah, of course, we
I don't
we
remember.
have.
When did we have a back and forth? What did we talk about?
I think we're talking about some of this reparation issues and the f- just a whole bunch of issues that
Now,
had
how
to
long
do
ago was
with.
this? How long ago did we have this
That
conversation?
was like it was like 6 7 months ago.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I couldn't remember. I talked to so many. So, did you oppose reparations? What was your vibe with reparations?
No, kind of we're kind of talking about the merits of it all, and I had my own position on that. I think you said that it seems I wasn't making a lot of sense, but I think at the end I've ended up right now, to be very honest, agreeing with you on a whole lot of things. We've become a kind of almost on the same page in most of these very topical issues. And I can see your spirit. Me personally, I'm a son of an immigrant. My
Right.
parents migrated here from my mom is from Mozambique and my dad is Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
And I was born in
Where were you?
Queens in New
You were born.
York.
Where were you born? You were born over there somewhere. Where were you born?
No, I was born in Queens. I was born in a South Ozone Park in New York.
So you were born in New York,
Yes, I was.
and boy, you still got the accent, boy. Wow. Oh,
Yeah, I was born in New York,
got it.
and
Well,
then I grew.
did they take you back over there to raise you?
Yes, they did. I
Okay,
grew up back home, like almost 15 years. I was back home in Mozambique.
got it. How old were you when
Mm.
they?
Yeah, we left because then my dad was working with contractor firm and with the UN peacekeeping operations. So we all went back because every time he kept traveling all over the place. So we just decided to go back to my grandmother, and it was one of the greatest experiences of our lives. Because
How
then,
old were you when you went back? That's what I'm asking. How old were you when like two, one? How old were
no,
you
no,
when
no, no, I was four.
four? Okay, got
Yeah, I
it.
was
Yeah,
four.
I can tell. Yeah, you could not have been raised in New York with that accent. It's too because you were raised on your in your homeland. Definitely, I could tell.
Yeah, but definitely we're also coming to the US almost every other. We're kind of almost half in a year here in the US and half in a year back home in Africa.
Well, wait, they made sure that you had that U.S. citizenship. That was the thing. So yeah,
Being born here, we already have our US
that's what I'm making
citizenship and things like that.
sure to you here, so they can have you anchored here, so that you would already have that automatic citizenship. Right. That's what Akon's family did. They made sure they brought him over here to be born, and then took him back over there to Senegal. So a lot of people do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So my affair is, and this is what I have observed. I'm a developer. I'm into real estate, and I mean I do a lot of. I have three different companies, manufacturing companies, and we are doing very well. But what I've come to observe, maybe this will be very different from other people's experience, is that I'm from a very democratic family. My dad, my mom, everybody. We have like more than 30 people, 30 voting age adults. Uh, I have five kids. My brothers, everybody, we have grown up kids. Uh,
Brother, you giving me a whole episode of Roots. All right, you give me your Kunta Kinte origin story, brother. Okay, I'll have you call up someday, brother. I don't want to hear Roots Part 5. I don't know where brother was going with it. I'm trying to rock with him, but I'm from Mozambique. I grew up in a village. I was in New York. I have 5 brothers, and my grandmother raised me with jollof. Okay, brother, shit. I don't know where you're going with it, brother. You just giving me your Kunta Kinte origin story, brother. Damn. I don't know where you going with it, brother. Y'all got to get to the point. And 300 years ago, my great great grandfather was captured. He was outside of his village doing manhood training, and he was making bush meat, and he got captured and put on a sheep. Okay, shit, brother. Go holler at Alex Haley or somebody to write a book about it. I don't know what you saying. You're just all over the place. I don't know. I don't know. No disrespect, but damn, you know. Oh, goodness gracious. I try to give everybody a voice, but damn, if I'm not trying to hear a miniseries. Just get to the point. All right, because boy, this brother was very long-winded. I don't know where he was going with it. All right, how many people we got in here? Listen, family, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Get your tickets to join me at the Hidden History Museum in a couple of weeks, September 14th. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. The album featuring the hit single that everybody's talking about, Grinding for a Green Card. That's the name of the album, and that's the name of the new single from my production group, Flextro. That's going to be on all of the streaming platforms Friday, September 13th. And the pre-order will go on sale this Friday, well, Thursday night. So everybody get the pre-sale, pre-order the Grinding for a Green Card album. We got some phenomenal songs on there, including Musty Tether, Grinding for a Green Card, and we got a great song called Forehead Forever. That's one of my favorites on there. We got a lot of great songs on there. Anyway, guys, let me get up out of here. It's been real. HiddenHistoryMuseum.com. Go to microphonecheck.com. Go to rootworkstyle.com to get the Rootwork deodorant. Rootworkstyle.com.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tariq Nasheed. I'm out here at the Hidden History Museum here in Los Angeles, and I want to invite you to the September Soul Saturday event that we're having here at the Hidden History Museum. We're going to have a lot of phenomenal comedians. We're going to have complimentary food, complimentary drinks, great music, great mingling, great networking. So I want to see you here. Join me here, 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard in Los Angeles, September 14th, 2024, 7 p.m. Come on and vibe out. For more information and to get your tickets, go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. We'll see you here.